if I had an opportunity to tell people why they should look at my department, I would say probably particularly now, in the middle of a pandemic, people are trying to make sense of the world. How did we get here? What kind of factors and forces brought us to this period? So I think one of the things that I think my department does really well is enable students to learn the evolution of the world system, global system, and how we as a community are in a global community, and how we influence the global community, and also how the global community has an impact on us. So I think in that sense, my department will allow a lot of the people in our disciplines to explore various aspects of this. How does it affect the American society? We could look at who does it affect. So for example, a major or minor in sociology may be good for people to understand that. How will it affect our, how does culture is influenced by this, and how does it affect that? So that would also be something that's interesting. The entire history of the global system would also be something that people should be interested in and will be able to address. So I think in many of these ways, this major or the majors and minors in my department will allow people to look at these things. And we will move beyond the pandemic. So it's not just this. I think the global system will continue to exist, and we need to study it. We need to understand what are the dynamics that influence it, and also how are we influenced by this. I think in a way we live in an interesting era, because in the past we have had like wars that affect certain parts of the world, or we have had diseases that affect certain populations, but now this is truly global. So we have an ability to kind of look at this in a very different lens, not in terms of us versus them, but in terms of how does the global community respond. And I think on the solution part also, what is our response today versus, let's say, responses to other pandemics in the past? What should we do? Also, so I think one part is what we can do today and what kind of things we need to do. Another thing I think which is I think very much emphasized in my department, is the idea of future. What can we do now to prevent such pandemics from taking place in the future? What kind of leadership do you see, and policies and procedures do you think we should implement now? So I think those are some of the things that would make students, or should make students, interested in my department and the minors and the majors that we offer in our department. And if people are eager to learn about these things, I think we are flexible enough to change either our curriculum to address those issues, or we are flexible enough in the course to adapt the classes to deal with those particular issues.